Doing? Been a minute since I've been in the car. That's why I called it in the car. But we'll have some last miles coming up here soon. Um, yeah. Real quick, I am at, well, basically, I gotta look around first because I got all the windows cracked. I'm in the hood. But this is a ghost kitchen here in Denver. And it's just in a very weird spot. It's, auto hail damage, gun store, pawn shop, um, emergency 24-hour clinic, a couple shops, and then a couple pawn stores, a couple other things. So that was honky. These guys all double park us in, by the way. So like these ghost kitchens, I don't know if you guys have ever been to a ghost kitchen. Here, I'm gonna give you a sight of one. So like here, see what you're seeing here? See this guy pulling up his hood, putting that in there? My guess is he's just, okay, so see all the cars behind there though? So they double park in these cars. So like, as you can see, likely I could be double parked in. I don't do that, but it gets really crazy this time of day. So yeah, guys, if you're in here, smack that like. This is gonna be a very short live. It's to tell you guys that I'm taking a big Dlivrd. So I consoled with Kim side money plans on this because she does a lot of these, and with the bigger numbers. I know my friend Tim Gigwise does as well, but I was concerned about the subtotal order, and here's why. I'm not. I worked in the restaurant industry for decades, running bars, bartending. I owned 2 bars here in Denver, or percentages of them, not the entire thing, but with other people. And I've just been in that industry for a long time. I know the hospitality industry inside and out. And so from a server standpoint, and yes, this is a server because this is a big order on Dlivrd, and it is the subtotal on the order is $1,353 worth of food. Okay, now the offer came through to me at a 50 base pay from Dlivrd and a $50 tip, meaning $100. It's about 3 miles, and it's on the 25th story of a building right downtown Denver. So it's going to be a little tricky parking. I'm going to have to use the cart, not all these things. And I know, the way Kim put it to me yesterday when I said, dude, do I take this? Because I was doing the percentage. And she goes, don't base it on the tip. And I go, well, I'm not doing that, because if I based it on the tip, it would be like 3%. So that's not, because the other, it's $50 tip, $50 base pay. So I was basing it on the entire 100. And that's what, 1/13th? So, I mean, we're looking at about 7% of the order total is what I'm being paid. Who cares where it comes from? That's just what I'm being paid. And I think that, I honestly think that, I don't know. I think that the people I know who do a lot of these big orders, they look for a little more. Kim put it in some very simple sense to me that said, hey, if you're getting, if you're getting $100 for what's going to take you an hour, sure, I get that. But I also, from the server standpoint, guys, smack that like if you're in here, please. This can be short, but if you're, from the server standpoint, if I was doing that much, again, there would be more effort in. But let's say that it was all food in one big group. 13. So, I mean, really, you're looking for what? 15% is the bare minimum. Whoa. Why is everybody timed out? What's going on? No. Oh, yeah. David, you can when I'm vertical like this, you can just let them be. They usually just fall up. People, if they're really trolling, some people are just have different language barrier. Yeah, I know. I just usually let it go because it will die off. I try and not just delete, and but you can, but also if somebody gets weird, you can time them out. And I'm not somebody that thinks like you need to block them. Just time them out for like an hour or two. Usually if they're a troll, there's no chance they'll come back. No worries, dude. But yeah, again, so 1,300 bucks, 1,353. I mean, even at 10%, and that's, I mean, that's, if somebody has a $1,300 order and they don't have to drive a car, they're just walking from the kitchen to the banquet table where they're doing an event of this size and this, and serving this much food. Remember, each 3 plates is approximately 100 bucks. So you got 1,300, so you got 13 times 3, so you've got about 39, right? People probably at a table. I've served tables that big before, and never, ever, ever do I make less than 200 bucks for something like that. Again, it's different, but there is a difference. I have to drive my car. That isn't a perk. That's not good. I don't like that. So I have to drive my car. I have to park downtown. I have to get the cart out and maneuver my way into the building, get up to the 25th floor. And again, if you're not familiar with Denver, just relate it to your biggest city close to you, and I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Denver's a huge city, so I have to go right into the heart of it. It's hard to park, and then I got to do all this. So I don't know. I think this should be a higher paying offer. I know that many of the, diamond status, or whatever it is on, no, not diamond, emerald on Dlivrd. I know they see a lot higher numbers, like gig-wise. Tim, he'll do like 2,000 and make like 400 or 500 bucks. So I'm doing 1,350 and making 100 bucks. Kind of weird. I'm not mad. Again, Kim's breakdown works for me. It does. You know, dude, you're making $100 for an hour's worth of work. Yes, I get that. Anything shy of triple digits on this one, I wouldn't have done it. It's going to be a lot of food. You know, we'll see. That's really all I wanted to get across in this short video. The other thing I want to say is do not miss 3 p.m. Eastern today, 12 p.m. Pacific. Again, 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 Pacific. I think I've said it a few times on a few different things, but now it's today, Tuesday, May 13th, 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific on Rideshare Rodeo channel. I'm going to have Kim Cavan and Mike Harubi, and we're going to be discussing what the hell is going on in New Jersey. And guys, if you don't live in New Jersey, do not think, I don't need to check that out. I can tell you right now, New Jersey was a state that was sold on California's failed AB 5. So they are imposing AB 5 in a much stricter way, and we'll get into it. But so, yeah, so they have this tougher version that we'll describe of AB 5. And then, there's not going to be carve-outs, all this stuff. But remember that states looked at California AB 5 for a while. Seattle took it, New York took it, Minnesota bit. New Jersey's taking it to a new extreme. It is going to be the new model if this goes through. And what they are trying to do in New Jersey is eliminate 1.7 million independent contractors. And by that, I mean all independent contractors. And we'll get into it today. Kim Cavan lives in New Jersey. She has been on many times with me. She's testified in front of Senate, House hearings in DC, in her state. She has fought with legislators. And then we have Mike Harubi, who for 2 decades has wrote legislation, federal and state. So we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff going on here. And we've got 3 experts who know more than most of the lawmakers who have to vote on this stuff. So join us. Let's get the word out. And yeah, that's it, guys. It was really to tell you guys about this offer. I want to know what you think. So if you watch this short video after the fact, please tell me, would you have taken this order? 100 bucks for 1,300 bucks. And if you live in a small city, remember, I am in a huge city, huge. And I have to go to the middle of a downtown. And if you live in a smaller city, just think of the biggest city in your state. And would you do that? Would you go into the heart of downtown, have to park, figure it all out? It is more difficult than just me sounding like I'm complaining. So I'm just curious, would you have taken this? And the other thing was, join us at 3 p.m. Eastern today. Don't miss it. I want to see your comments in the live chat, because as we talk, it doesn't matter what state you're from. You're going to have a comment. And it very well could have played. I'd play that game. Okay. What up, Joe? Yeah. So I mean, I am. Kim, Joy, if you missed it. So the one thing Kim told me last night is she, again, it's just the bartender, server, bar owner in me that did it for decades. This would be a pathetic pay on a tab that big. But the way Kim put it, dude, you're gonna make $100 in an hour. Shut up. I mean, I guess, you know, I do a lot of curry work, but I'm used to those paying $40 to $60 for, you know, an hour's worth of work. So yes, this is an hour's worth of work, but this comes through every very few times. Like I could, like there were over 50 curry orders in Denver yesterday. And they all, some of them, you know, don't make a lot of sense. There's a little too many miles, but fact is they all pay, yeah, it's $30, $40 less than this, but every hour there's an opportunity to do that. So it pays so much better than the other apps. This is nice. I'd like it to see it even be nicer. And I think what I'm getting at is I'd like to see the Emerald eliminated. I know I saw an update that they're going to be doing something about Emerald. I don't know if they're going to be letting more people in or making it more fair. But the way Emerald works, if you guys aren't familiar, I'm just going to put it real simply because I've talked to the people at Dlivrd several times. Had them on the podcast and I talked to them offline. I've beta tested for them. The way it works is that if they keep Emerald the way it is, nobody in any market will ever get into Emerald because people are the first people that got into Emerald and they don't leave. And so it just, the Emerald program kind of, it was like, hey, we have Emerald, and it was closed like a week later to anybody. So I think they need I've told them 3 or 4 different times, I think you need a better system that allows people to more compete for these. What do you guys think? Anyway, let me know what you think below in the comments, and we'll see you at 3 p.m. Eastern. Don't miss it right here. Don't miss it. It's going to be super important. Yes, it's about New Jersey, but it's going to affect everybody. So we'll see you guys at 3 p.m. Eastern. Peace, y'all.